All right, a video I did the other day on palladium generated some pretty interesting discussion, so I just want to continue that. I want to go over a few of the things that are going to drive the demand for palladium in the coming years. And in the last 35 years, there's only been three metals that the researchers have come up with that can be used as a catalyst to reduce emissions from the tailpipes of automobiles and trucks and diesel engines as well, not just gasoline. And those three metals are rhodium, platinum, and palladium. And obviously, rhodium is extremely expensive. Today it's at $22.80 an ounce, and platinum is $17.10 an ounce. So palladium at roughly $7.51 an ounce today. It's down quite a bit today, but you can see the cost advantage of using palladium. Now, 85% the platinum group metals, which are rhodium, platinum, and palladium, they reduce the harmful emissions out of tailpipes 90%. They'll reduce 90% of the harmful emissions, and they'll turn the nitrous oxides into nitrogen and oxygen. Hydrocarbons are oxidized to water and carbon dioxide, and carbon monoxide is oxidized to carbon dioxide. So it takes the harmful emissions and the catalyst, the reaction with the metals, turns it into something else that's less harmful. Pretty simple. But 85% of the new cars going on the road today around the world have catalytic converters on their tailpipes. So 85% of the new cars on the road today are using platinum or palladium. Rhodium's pretty much out of the question because of the cost. So the researchers, their main goal is obviously to bring the technology up to where they can use less platinum because it's so expensive. And so they use palladium because it's less expensive. So the amount of palladium over the years has been increasing, and the amount of platinum over the years has been decreasing used in catalytic converters. So that's a big driver of demand for palladium. And it was Ford back in 1989 that first kind of figured out that there wasn't going to be enough platinum to go around with the standards in the 1990s for emissions. So they started the research using palladium. And over the years, they've added more and more palladium. And it's close now to 50 or right at 50% each. They've got it down. They can use 50% less platinum, and they substitute that with 50% palladium. So, as of 2009, late 2009, in the diesel motors, they were able to bring the technology to where they could use 50% of the platinum and make up that 50% with the palladium. So the technology now is to where it used to be the diesel motors were weighted heavy in platinum because it took a lot of platinum to clean out the diesel emissions. But now they've got the technology by late 2009 to bring that to 50-50. So you have to realize that in Europe, half the cars sold in Europe, 50% of the cars sold there are diesel motors. And so that's a big driver for the use of palladium as well. Like every other metal today, palladium, the demand for palladium can be measured by the demand coming out of the emerging markets. China, obviously being one of them, they have a pretty strong increase, a pretty large increase in auto sales. And as of August, the car sales in China rose 15.1%, and that was over the previous month. And up to that point for the year, it was 55.7% over the previous year. So there's some pretty strong growing demand for palladium being used in the catalytic converters in China. And the Chinese are primarily running their cars on gasoline, which requires more palladium. You can use more palladium as opposed to the diesel. So being that palladium is cheaper, they're going to use more palladium than they would platinum. So the market up to that point was the market was really tight. It was in deficit, and most analysts believe that going into the next year, into 2011, that there's still going to be a deficit of palladium. And I'll get to the reason why that is in my next video.